So you mentioned that that's like a rough thing. Now take us through like the journey. So like, what happened, step by step? Like, how did you? Because for those of you that don't know, this is now your full-time thing, right? This is like so like creation and like the whole gaming thing. What,
In
like,
terms of, because of my Instagram page, I was able
that created avenues of
I was able to create more doors
mad.
for me to just open up.
So
and
how?
work
So what
into.
happened? So give me a timeline from when it started to where you are now.
I'll give you the time frame in terms of like how many followers I achieved and then what opportunity came to me at that point.
That's the one.
0k followers. I was just a normal university accountant student. I got gifted the PS4 by my friends, and obviously my parents were against me gaming and everything because I used to bang out so much, and then I was like failing, so they took it away from me. So I focused on education again. You know, just typical like everyone. And then
That used to make me cry from when my parents had my Xbox. I was willing to go to war for them, bro. You're gone.
so yeah, I got this PS4. I was proper excited about it, but I was like, damn, I'm gonna be spending all these hours, so I might as well just like make content on it.
Yeah, do something about it.
So I started making content from 0k. Bumped up, went up to around 7 to 8k. Someone called Benoit found me. Shout out to Benoit.
Shout out Benoit.
Biggest G out there, for real.
Who's Benoit?
So
Just
Benoit
for the-
hired me into FORTNITE, the
Oh,
biggest esports team in Europe.
Shout out Fanatic.
Shout out FORTNITE.
Oh, that's gang.
And he basically
Not
started
cinematic.
like, he basically like started teaching me the ropes. He'd let me like edit my own videos inside FORTNITE, even though I wasn't allowed to, obviously.
So what, did you go in for like an interview on that?
Yeah, so I went in for an interview. They hired me in the company as an intern, as an editor.
Mad.
And I'd basically be doing what I was doing for Mert Plays with the cinematics and everything, but I'll do it for FORTNITE.
And this is at like 7 to 8k, yeah?
This is 7 to 8k. So obviously I'll be doing it 9 to 5. I'll be working on it, and then I'll go home, and then I'll do it for Mert Plays.
Mad.
Okay, cool.
And then so obviously throughout the entire day I was getting better at editing and everything, and then I'll go home and then I'll polish
You
up my
smash
skills even
it
more
for
and just
Mert
do it
Plays.
even more. So,
And this started out as a hobby, I'm assuming.
yeah.
Okay.
So this was all a hobby, and then in fact I wasn't even going to attend the Fnatic interview because I was just like, I just felt lazy in the morning, but my sister was like, go to it, just go to it, like you
Shout out
never
your
know what
sister,
can come
man.
out. Shout out my sister, she's
Big
the one,
shouts.
honestly.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so as the time frame went by, 8k to up to 40k followers. Obviously I was getting a lot of experience, I was getting good at it, I was getting a lot of engagement. Videos were hitting like hundreds of thousands, some videos were getting over 1 million.
Wow.
Atlantic Records hollered me. So some videos I had Joyner Lucas video. I don't know if you know who Joyner Lucas is. He's a really big artist.
Some, yeah, in the
I used his music and my video got over 1 million views on it. And then he liked that video. And then I had another video, YBN Corday.
I know of him.
He liked and commented on my video. And then a couple of days later, Atlantic Records messaged me.
on Instagram.
They're one of they're the top 3 biggest record labels in the world, based in New York. And then they were like, oh, we want to be able to use your page to promote our music.
Mad.
And then it would have artists like Cardi B, Ed Sheeran,
Wow.
Stormzy, all these sort of artists. And I was like, damn, this is insane.
That's
This is
crazy.
mad.
And I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that it came from most likely YB and Corday. I know he definitely put a word in.
Oh, you think so?
I feel like it was him because he engaged with my post the most.
Like he liked it and
He
commented,
liked
yeah?
and he was like commenting on
He's got a
it.
blue tick.
Yeah, he's got the blue tick.
My guy, you know. I see a blue tick
Yeah.
view my story. I started
Trust
doing
me, I
like
was
press
like-
ups for no reason, bro.
Voice
Yeah.
actor saying, yo, bro, this guy just, should we get on the podcast, bro? Should we ask him?
Yeah, even when Fnatic contacted me at like 7, 8k followers, I saw a blue tick. I was like, damn, who are these
Yeah,
guys?
it's real.
Yeah.
And then
That's mad, fam.
And then my page started growing even more and more. I was able to get income from Atlantic Records and Fnatic at the same time.
Bro,
Obviously,
sorry,
was
can
in-
I just pause you 1 second? Because we're up to track with this, but there's, again, people, I'm just thinking of the audience.
Yeah.
So, the same thing you were doing for Mert Plays, i.e. playing the game and then recording it from your drone shot
Yep.
in the game, as
In
well
the
as
game.
the, what's the point of view called when you're actually
First, is it first
first person?
person shooter or was it third person
No, it's
shooter?
the third person.
Third person,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You were doing the same thing for Fanatics.
I was doing the same thing I was doing for Mert Plays for
Okay,
Fnatic.
where was that content being uploaded to? The one that you was doing for Fanatics? Was that being uploaded to their YouTube channel and stuff?
It was it was being uploaded onto their Instagram, YouTube.
Okay, cool.
And I'd also upload it on my page as well.
Okay, sick.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
cool.
they gave me permission to also upload.
And
stuff.
there, again, I'm still learning a lot of new things about
Yeah.
this whole industry stuff. They're a gaming company.
Yeah, they're esports company. Yes.
Okay, cool. So they make games and stuff, or they just in that space?
So no, we're an esports company. We have teams like CS:GO, League of Legends, Fortnite, FIFA. We have all these teams, and
They got a FIFA team.
yeah.
Bring me in, bro. What's going on?
I can't lie, this guy's sick at FIFA.
Come
I
on,
can't lie. Or I'm
Yeah.
just really
I
shit.
beat,
It's either one of
I
them.
beat a couple man with India. That's what I'm gonna say.
No,
That's what
Not
I'm
me,
saying,
not
bro.
me, not me. But I know what you're talking about. I just have to put a disclaimer in. I'm not that
They were
bad.
Barcelona. I was India. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Go ahead.
no. Fnatic are huge. We've won millions in terms of tournaments and everything.
Was that the competition where some 11-year-old kid won like 3 mil?
So
It's like that
so
kind
the
of stuff.
Fortnite,
I heard about that. That was
Fortnite
mad.
World Cup. Yeah, I
Yeah.
went there with
You were
Fnatic
there?
too. Yeah.
My guy,
No
you know.
way.
Fnatic flew me out, proper G's for that. And yeah, Smeeth, he was the player competing with us. He won 50k.
Bomb.
Yeah.
Wow, even then, he must have been a teenager?
Yeah,
Or
he was
young adult?
he was actually quite old. He was 17, 18. Which is
Old?
quite,
Old.
that is old.
50 bags at 17.
Majority of the kids that were winning.
Man said old.
I'm retiring if I get that.
Trust me,
17. Come, bro.
Man said, what colour yacht do you want, man?
Are you mad?
No, so everyone that gets into the Fortnite World Cup, the finals, they'd get 50k
Just for getting there.
just for getting in.
Okay.
And then the top 10, they'd win like either millions, hundreds of thousands.
That's mad.
Literally.
Esports is boom.
Argos
fam.
gift
Bro,
card
it's
and
on
that,
a
yeah?
different
Differently,
level.
innit?
Yeah, it's insane.
Mad. Recently, like they started doing Esports World Cup. Like Sky, I swear, broadcast it, no?
Yeah,
Either way,
I'm pretty
all I
sure
know
they
is
do.
it's
I think
massive.
Sky.
But this gaming thing over the past, since I left school, anyways, it's just.
You jumped on it good, bro. I'll
mad,
give you
bro.
that. My
The
guy,
last
you know.
time I was
My
into
guy.
the game and stuff was that when Black Ops was around in 2012, 13.
My guy, you
Yeah.
know.
No, that is still very big.
Esports,
Come on,
Black Ops
yeah.
soon come.
Call of Duty is still very big even to this day.
Higher world of HS guys, if you're looking.
Man said,
And
wow.
then once Atlantic Records reached out,
Yeah, so
the
around
difference was
40K.
is you just did your content with their music.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly
exclusively
that.
their music.
Exclusively their music.
Cardi B and that, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
Cardi
man.
B, Joyner Lucas. A lot of artists. I know Joyner Lucas now left Atlantic Records,
Okay.
but yeah, no, there's a list of big artists that
Man,
you guys
Ed
would definitely
Sheeran, fam.
recognize.
That's
Not a
man.
joke, fam.
That's
Ed Sheeran's a
Ed
big
one
boy,
of the
you know.
Biggest, if not the, but one of the biggest.
Shape of You and that. Oof.
I'm in love with the
Tunes,
shape of
yeah.
you.
Go on, and then.
So yeah, so I started working with them more and more down the line. I think around 80 to 90k followers. Alamo Records hollered me. They're another record label based in New York as well.
Oh, competition and that.
And then they're a lot smaller, obviously, but they have artists like
We're gonna call
Black
you East
Bear.
Coast Finest from now on, yeah.
They had artists like Black Bear, Comtessine, I think that's how you pronounce it. They're like really big artists.
Shout out Black Bear, you put me on him still.
Yeah, no, he's a sick
I know.
artist.
I still didn't even know these. Lot.
Yeah, so I actually went to New York and obviously I was interviewed by Alamo Records and Atlantic Records.
You went to the
And-
interview.
Huh?
Did you go this time?
Yeah. Atlantic Records wasn't an interview because obviously we've been working for a long time. It was just me meeting them.
Like
It
go to
was
the
super
office and
cool.
that.
They just showed me everything where all the artists shoot.
You
and
Cardi B and
everything.
that, no.
Yeah, no, I was hoping there would be artists in the building, but there wasn't.
There wasn't anyone?
No,
I was just
unfortunately.
gonna ask you in a minute, like, who did you meet? Or did
Yeah,
you get
no.
to meet anyone?
I would have
But
told
they
him to
were- but
book
they
me
were-
in
they
on
were-
another day, bro.
But they were really chill, like we vibed a lot as well. Proper chill atmosphere. And then I went to Alamo Records and the guy that was interviewing me been following Mert Plays for a while.
Man.
Oh,
And then he
wow.
got hired into Alamo Records and then he was like he just wanted to bring me in. And I'm still working with them till this day. We have a lot of future projects as well.
That's lit, bro.
yet to
That's
be-
lit. That's lit. That's lit.
So were you working for them simultaneously?
Yeah.
So that
working
was cool, yeah?
I was working for Alamo Records, Atlantic Records,
And
Fnatic,
Fnatic.
all at the same time.
wow, man.
They didn't
So
have
your
an issue,
schedules
no?
must have been busy, bro. Especially
Yeah,
if
bro.
they're based in America, and
Yeah.
like
Do you-
time differences and that.
Do you know what it is? Like I'd work for Fnatic from so I'd leave my house at 8:45, get to work around 10. I'd leave at 6:30, get home at like 7:30, and then I'd work for Mert Plays from like 7:30 to like 5 a.m.
Wow,
But
man.
even though I put all those hours, I was never really tired because everything I was doing, it was all a hobby at the start. So it never really tired me, you know?
You didn't really see it as work.
I didn't feel like I was working.
How
but I
do
was
people?
putting
How do I feel bad? You're trying to.
Yeah, no, it's alright.
Do you know what? I feel like that's key. I'm not gonna lie, because a lot of people I think start stuff because they see an end goal of money.
Oh,
You know what I'm trying to say?
100%.
Whereas if you start as a hobby, it will never like eventually it might eventually feel like work, but not as much if you just started it for work straight. 'Cause
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you started for work straight for money straight away,
Yeah.
I feel like that time span from enjoyment to work will be a lot shorter.
So what were you doing work-wise, if you don't mind me asking, before obviously what you're doing now? Were you working at part time in retail, doing anything online?
No, I used to.
Forex
I
trading?
never used to make money. I never used to make money. I was just.
Why are you not laughing? It's
I
a
was-
good income.
I was just studying accounting in university.
Okay, sick.
And yeah, it was literally. I feel like it was all just like a blessing in disguise, to be honest.
That's
Because
mad, bro. Everything aligned.